this marks a significant move for the entire consumption space, because from a toothbrush in your bathroom to probably a butter in your fridge, everything gets cheaper because of this GST 2.0 reform. Now, I've tried to break it down into different categories of consumption. I'll start with FMCG staples first. The rate cut from 18% to 5% will happen for a lot of goods. That includes your hair oil, shampoo, toothpaste, soap, shaving cream, juices, ice cream, talcum powder, drinking water, etc. From that 12% to 5% shift is also happening for a lot of goods. That includes milk, butter, ghee. So a lot of dairy items, your pre-packaged namkeens, bhujia, etc., bread, pasta, plus your feeding bottles, napkins, sauces, seasoning, etc. So all of these counters will become cheaper from either 18% to 12%, from either 18% to 18% or 12% to 5%. Now, what stocks in specific could benefit from this includes your Britannia first one, because 80% of its portfolio should benefit because that comes from biscuit. Dairy around 5% is sales, so Britannia is the major beneficiary. Then includes Colgate, then Mrs. Bector's, because 60% of their sales come from biscuit. Colgate around 85% plus sales come from both toothbrush as well as toothpaste. Bajaj Consumer, because 83% of their sales is accounted for hair oils. Even Marico and HUL will set to benefit, because for HUL around 25 to 28% comes from soap, shampoos, etc. For Marico around 15 to 18% comes from hair oil. In terms of Godrej Consumer, around 20% consolidated sales comes from soap. In terms of Bikaji, Gopal and Pratap Snacks, that is set to benefit because snacks will get cheaper. Even in terms of Imami, Sundrop brands, Nestle, Varun Beverages are set to benefit. Varun Beverages in specific, because 20% of their total revenue comes from drinking water, which will now be charged at 5%. The next pocket of consumption is also stationery, because exercise book, graph books, etc. will get cheaper from 12% to a nil rate will be attracted now. So that includes your counters like DOMS, Flair, as well as Navneet Education. Consumer durables is a big one, because ACs, dishwashers, as well as your TVs above 32-inch are set to get cheaper from 28% to 18%. So counters like Blue Star, Volta, Symphony, etc. are set to benefit from this. The other segment that also has a negative as well as a positive impact is your hotel segment, because here there are two slabs that the government has given. One slab where ITC will be available, that is your input tax credit, at 12%, and without ITC it will be charged at 5%. Largely this 5% was not an expectation, so might have a negative impact, but stocks that could see some impact includes Lemon Tree, Kamath Hotels, Juniper Hotels, as well as APJ Surendra, as well as Sami Hotels. The next one is footwear. A big relief here, because here the GST will come down to 5% from 12%. Then this is for footwear worth less than 2,500 rupees. And counters that are set to benefit from this includes Bata, Relaxo, Campus Wear, as well as Metro brands. Apparels, now again, two sides of the same coin, because here for apparels, some items will go from 12% to 18%, and this includes apparels which are charged above that 2,500 mark. So counters that are set to kind of see a negative impact on the back of this includes your Vedant Fashions, Shoppers Stop, and something like a Aditya Birla Lifestyle as well. But some counters that will positively see impact includes apparels that have less than 2,500 category. That includes counters like your Raymond Limited, your V2 Retail, V-Mart, and Aditya Birla Fashion. So this is the overall consumption theme, that is the entire consumption packed, in fact, in different categories, that is set to benefit from GST 2.0.